I don't have to tell you where we're at. We're at the pipeline. It's a bit breezy. Not a cloud in the sky except for that one and that one and that one. If I had fur, I'd be warm. I'd be lying if I told you that I was comfortable. It's about 50. Well, it might be a little warmer than that if the wind wasn't blowing. But the wind is coming straight from the north. And it is. My nipples are hurt. Yeah, it's cold. I got cute nipples. I used to have bigger titties, but I don't. I start to lose weight. I lose weight in my face first. Then it almost goes down my neck, my jowls, my neck, and my big old floppy titties. Uh-oh, we gotta throw her upper. Well, I don't know what you're throwing up. We just got home. What's that, big boy? What you got? What are you tossing? Grass. Yeah, it looks like all grass. It's all grass. All grass. Except for a little bit of yellow bile. Not sure what that's from. But I wasn't home all day. I was working, so I don't know. What do you have? Got food. There's no food in there. His stomach's empty, so that tells me. We watched a video that was called, I can't remember, the top reasons not to move to Northern Michigan. Not why not move there? You know what else are we gonna do? Why not move there? Why not to move there? To move here? Why not to come here? Got the side by side. It's coming up down the highway. Or it might be the owner right there. This guy that owns that property up there has got side by sides and stuff. Yeah, I do have. Yeah, we got the beepers. So we are unlocked now. In case that guy comes rolling over the hill. Hey, how is everybody? Kansas KCF, how are you? I am well. Very well. I don't hear that side by side anymore, so I'm gonna say that he's coming down here. Where was he? With him, new guy, being as awesome as he is, honestly, and don't tell him, that guy doesn't need a counter. The guy will come back at his name. He will come running. He is huge. He was trained really well. Not sure who trained him. Or if it's just the pure shepherd kind of thing with him, but he's a smart guy. As his name comes from called. He'll sit by the door when he's got to go. One, number two, both. It's like we were lucky to be able to grab him. We've been lucky twice with our seniors. Him and Franklin. Franklin was also 5. He's listed at 5.5. Franklin was a great dog too. Goodness gracious. Such a doll, such a lover. He, if it wasn't for cancer, I still think he'd be around. See, we're going. See, this guy knows better. Bruce, come on. See, turned around when I called his name. I love it. Come on, big boy. Come on, Bruce. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Oh my goodness. And to think that somebody gave him gave him away, not away, but gave him up. I guess I can't imagine him sitting in a. I don't know how he was. What, an hour and a half at the house. My wife went to work. I don't know, noonish. I got home at 1:30, and he was. Oh my God! I got to go outside. So it's only an hour. That. What the heck? Would not be too far out of the question up here. Up here, I mean, Pulse is in northern Abbott County. We got Maple River, I don't know, 2 miles out yonder. That's what I call my new trail cam. Out yonder. Probably tomorrow. I've had. I'm gonna say this without sounding like a paranoid fucking. But I can see footprints in our open lot. That's. I know somebody's been walking in there. I don't know who. I have an idea, but I gotta get content proof. So I have multiple cameras that are gonna go up. But the first one is gonna be a dummy camera. It'll be the most obvious, and it will be the one that's got the sign that says under 24-hour surveillance. So I guess if you're able to ascertain where I live by the sun, this is south, north, east goes that way, and west goes that way. If you're able to ascertain, I'm sorry, boys, I'm talking. Hey, quit talking. Let's go. We got treats. But if you can ascertain where I live, know that the dummy camera is the one with the sign on it. But yeah, have a dummy camera with a sign on it. If somebody wants to steal that one, that's fine. But what you're going to do, you're going to trigger probably 2 or 3. I shouldn't say trigger. You're going to set off 2 or 3 other cameras that are up high where you can't get them. Unless you got a ladder, then you're gonna. We got fail-safe stuff all over the place. Does that make me paranoid? I don't think so. If you ask my wife, she says yes. I don't care. I want her to know it was on my property. We had a HOA meeting. It was about 3 years ago. I came out and I said, well, I want this place to be more private. One of the older left-leaning people. Well, why not? Why do you want it private? One, because this is a HOA, homeowners association. Everything's private. 2, that's what we bought into. It was a private HOA. I wanted to live where everybody and their mother was walking by. I'd move to the highway. This is one of the great spots out here. It's away from the sun. Got a pretty little maple sitting there about ready to, not blue. Flower. Reminds me, I didn't go to the dispensary today. I was supposed to, but again, supposed to get another Supposed to put a down payment on tattoos. I can't, in good conscience. Christ. I filled up today only because I didn't want to sit at the light. We have a construction over a bridge, so they have a light. So I don't know how late I was gonna, how long, the light was gonna be. I only had almost a quarter of a tank, just a hair less, and I did not want to get. I did not want to get on that on-screen picture. I didn't want to get in that line, not know how long the line was. As it was a good thing I did because I had to wait for two lights. And of course, you got people. This guy was from Indiana. He had a convertible. Ooh, a red convertible. It was a Pontiac Sunfire, folks. I was looking at it going, oh my God, that's cool. Convertible, you're out in the sun, you're out in the wind. What a great day for a convertible. Then I saw the Pontiac vibe. Or not a vibe, it's a Sunfire. I'm like, oh my God, no. That's horrible. That's like me having my Ford Escort GT back in my Grand Rapids days when I was a single person. Going, oh my God, I got such a hot car. Underneath all that wax and all that aftermarket, it's still a Ford Escort GT. I love that car. That was a great car. Man, a 4-speed, didn't know shit about cars. I knew that was a fun car. If I could have it now, please. But I get 60 miles a gallon, probably something stupid like that. As of now, I've gotten 18.6 out of my Jeep. I'm pretty happy with that. But I am looking for, I'm not going to say a beater, looking for another more efficient vehicle. If I were to find one that would be over 10 grand, I'd sell this thing and take the money and then get the rest. But if it's like 5 grand, 6 grand, I'll just take that out of the bank and go good. That will be worthwhile. But it's got to be, I don't know what it has to be. I got 2013 on that Jeep and it runs like a top. Absolutely fantastic. But really, I don't care what the other car looks like as long as it's got good miles per gallon. I said 18.6. I was trying to explain to a coworker how many days I get from taking gas. Usually I've been sticking at 55 when needed, except for yesterday. Yesterday I was a little hot foot. Got to hit the poop, so I wanted to come home early, or not early, but quick. So it was kind of a hot foot. I was pretty proud of myself. Yeah, that was a good little bit of racing there. Like a couple weeks ago when I got raced by a Hyundai. Jesus. But still, they gave me admiration for a Hyundais. Hyundais? Hyundai. Hyundai. Hyundais. I like to pronounce Hyundai. Pretty fucking. Ooh, excuse my language. Hey, it's ready out tomorrow. It's yeah, that was a pretty interesting car. That kept up with me pretty good. I guess I could have taken them if I would. Yeah, I know I could have taken them. I was in 6th gear. I could have dropped down to 5th. See you bye. But I was not in that much of a hurry. At 75. You will be surprised. I am surprised at my Jeep how that thing gets up and goes. It's got a lot of kick. It's got a lot of balls. For having 410 gears, that is pretty stout. 410 gears, I'm up 2.5 inches. What do we got for extra weight? Well, the tires alone are. Look, they're getting fancy. They're going under. I guess we're gonna go around here. This is the way, little trail on the inside. They don't usually go down here. You got a smell. I could tell Ruckus got a smell. But yeah, I got 2 inches of height. 34s. I got a wench. Aftermarket steel Chinese bumper. So I'm probably looking at what, 600 for the bumper. No, say 2.5. Okay, let's go 200 for the bumper. The wench itself is probably 80. I think it's heavier than shit. You'd be surprised. What else are we talking about? Oh, the tires are heavier than stock 31, 32s. I want to say they're about 400 pounds a piece, but maybe with the wheel included, the tire and the wheel, they're all 400 pounds. That's a Blue Jay. He's mad. I don't know why the Blue Jay's mad. Where is he? There somewhere. I just want to see where you're. Oh, there you are. I see ya. So that would tell me that he's got a nest sitting up there. He's protecting the nest. I'm also going to say, in my non-educational nature frame of mind, he flew from the nest to the next tree to make us lose our concentration on his nest. But somebody's been here. Who's right? Yeah, they've been here a while ago. That's last year's. This is all damage from the 2025 ice storm back in March, almost a year ago. There's a great documentary on YouTube from Michigan Storm Chasers. What is the name of that? Something dark. In the dark, a day in the dark, a week in the dark. Something. It's about our ice storm that we had last year. Started on Saturday. I was leaving work. We did it start on Friday. It started on Saturday. Yeah, it started on Saturday. So I was leaving work with a coworker who was now retired. And I laughed because he had ice on his car. And I was like, oh, got some ice. We heard it was going to be cold. So I wonder if I'll cancel school tomorrow. We had absolutely no idea how bad the ice storm was really going to be. It did a lot of damage. A lot of damage to the area. A lot of people lost a lot of money. Thankfully, I don't think anybody lost their life, but there were a lot of people that were uncomfortable. I say uncomfortable because it was only 4 days. Us. Okay, let's put this full disclosure. He's running after somebody. I don't know who he's going for, but he doesn't take off like that without something. So he's going to his brother's, sitting right there going, okay, I'm going to do it too. But the ice storm, nobody's here. We'll talk about the ice storm anyways. Full disclosure, my wife and I don't have kids. We are both able-bodied and both full-time employed. Both have decent vehicles. Well, she's got many degrees. If I were to think like somebody from the other apartment across the way, I have 2 degrees. But my degrees do not hang on the wall like my wife's. She's a smart person, not me. I'm the worker bee. The one that's got to work for the rest of his life. But ice storm started on Saturday. A little bit of ice going home. Not really worried about it. Sunday, we woke up and it was glare ice all around. Glare. It was iced over. All the trees were iced over. We lost power, I think, Sunday morning at 6 in the morning. some reason I had Sunday off. I don't remember why. Huh. Because I usually don't have Sundays off. But I remember the light going off at 6 in the morning. And we were walking the dogs, and I looked at my wife and I said, "Oh, here we go. It's the start." I didn't think anything of it, you know. It just lost power for a couple hours for a day. So Sunday, we didn't get too crazy. We sat around, lit some candles, and honest to God, I had gone to the dispensary not more than 3 or 4 days before that. Oh, kind of having fun with what you're saying. Oh, we gotta get stocked up. Yeah, we did. I remember I got the cheapest ounce of weed they had there at the time. That was like $50. Okay, Bruce is over there. He's starting to grab some kind of. Oh, he turns. He sees me with the controller in my hand, and he's coming back. God, that's a good dog. Good Lord Almighty, I'm telling you. But yeah, we that ice storm, all encapsulated. Looking at it from now, looking back at over a year ago, it was 4 days without power. We had no power. We had no generator. We do have a small propane fireplace. It's more for decoration, and that's in our living room. So that does put out heat. During the winter, we do, if we're all in the living room, we'll turn that on, turn off our furnace, so we're not heating up the whole house. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? What are you, Conrad? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So it was 4 days. We got to Sunday was fine. You know, smoked a lot of weed. We had no power, so there was no TV, no nothing. We had no water because we're on a generator. But we did have, my wife and I were campers back when we were not swingers, campers. We loved to go camping back when we had one dog. We'd go camping twice a year, 3 times a year. So we have sleeping bags, we have the tent, and we have all the paraphernalia that goes with that. The propane canisters, the single butane burner. We have everything known to man if you're camping. We have candles up the yin yang. We have a wind up radio that we use quite often for that. So when I say that we were prepared, we were very prepared. And the other big thing was, I remember this is March in northern Michigan. It could be 60, like last week, or it could be down to the 20s, like it will be tonight. You know, you don't know, but you gotta prepare. We, my wife and I and our family, very fortunate to buy a house in 2019 that was only 9 years old. So it was built up to current standard of insulation. And we think since it was built by the construction high school up here in Pulson, that it was extra insulated just to make sure, knowing that Pulson is quote unquote the icebox of the nation. It hit 52 below. I think that's the all-time low up here. 52 below. Good Lord. Once you get past, I mean, honestly, once you get past 10 to 15 below, it's all the same. It's whether you don't want to go out in. It's booger freezing weather. Your eyes are going to freeze open or shut. But no, you just pack it in and stay home. And that's what we did for those 4 days off. We had hot dogs. We had, we couldn't make we couldn't make any food because everything, we didn't want to open up the freezer. Didn't want to open a lot of stuff up to lose the coolness. Where are we going? Right now, let's go back to the house. Our house was built in 2009, 2010. built to the recent standards, and probably overbuilt because of the insulation. Our house did not drop below 54 degrees, and that was in 30-degree weather. You freeze the rain, you're at 32, 33. Our house did not drop below 54. It was that insulated. We are fortunate. I count my blessings. I understand. I'm lucky, fortunate, and rare. So we had hot dogs every night. We could toast our bread using the open flames, toasting it over it, melting the butter as it goes, and we had salt. So, when I say it was fun for us, it was fun in the fact that it was camping for us, and it was. We are prepared for things like that. Like I was telling a coworker a couple of days ago, you get prepared for the place that you live. If you live in the coast, if you live next to, say, you live in Hawaii, you're gonna prepare to live in Hawaii. You're gonna bring your shorts, your sunscreen if you're white and you burn. You're gonna bring, you're gonna get ready to have a good time. If you live in Northern Michigan, and now we're gonna do the Trump and circle back to why you should not move to Northern Michigan. If you are not prepared for a day, a week, a month like that, you are doing yourself a disservice. I say that knowing full effing well that I am not ready for more than 2 weeks. I have a stash of victuals, I call it, cooler, sitting in the garage somewhere, probably just not 80% lower, I can't find. And that will be our bug out stash. I'm ready, but I'm not ready. You know what I mean? I got a foot forward. But it was not bad. For us, I thank my wife profusely because I'm not the most, I don't know, I'm not soft like Bruce for 4 days. That's why we're smoking a lot of weed because she wanted me either high or asleep, which worked pretty well. I was both most of the time, and she was too, honestly. We had a great time. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as, again, our situation, my situation. Not saying anybody else is right or wrong. Our situation was all right during the ice storm. And we were fortunate. I'm not throwing shade at anybody else for not being ready. To each their own. I have resources available. I know how. And I do. Starting to cast her snip dicks. Oh, I got water up there. But the power. So fast forward past Sunday to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We were getting out of water, and we had one propane bulb left. I had a quarter tank of gas, and this guy, my wife, had a quarter tank in her Honda. And this is how we kept our batteries charged. Was in our cars. This is how we heated up when we got too cold. We got in the Jeep and we turned it on and sat in here for an hour with the dogs. Bruce isn't here with us. In fact, that was Franklin. But yeah, we made it through pretty well. I don't want to do it again, but I am prepared if we do it again, if we have to. And that comes for a lockdown. That comes for, or it goes for, whatever. We are ready. I say that not in a boastful way, but in a way of we are prepared. That's just the way I am. I'd rather be over prepared than not at all. Get that right, Bruce. Oh, yeah. Hi, boy. So Ruckus is looking like he wants to go home. Bruce is hanging by here. He's not walking, so he wants to go home. So we have no one. So I don't know how long I've been sitting here bullshitting about the ice storm and nobody who was here. En als de waar hierbij tax aan de bakken, hè?